This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson Sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Good evening. There is a severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued for parts of our area.
Meteorologist Tom Clark is with us now with those details. Tom?
Okay, thank you, Karen. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect now for Bradford County, up by Towanda and in Troy. And the radar is picking up a severe thunderstorm moving east across Bradford County. And this warning is in effect until 6:15. And it means that large hail and damaging winds are quite likely as this thunderstorm moves on through. Now, people living up in Bradford County should not be outside over the next 15 minutes. Please stay inside as this severe thunderstorm moves on through. I'll have more a little bit later on.
Okay, Tom. Thank you.
From Action 16 tonight, some unfinished business. When you pay for a paint job on your car, you expect the paint to stay on, right? Well, a man from Clark Summit says he complained about his car's unfinished finish, but all he got was the brush off. That is until he got in touch with Action 16's Jerry Gartenberg.
Looks terrible the way it is. They just better do a good job this time.
For the third time in 6 months, Tony McHugh's getting his car painted at Earl Shives in Taylor. The Clark Summit man and his cousin Kim hope this time the paint will stick. This time the Earl Shives shop says it'll take off old layers of its peeling paint, then apply new paint. Usually it paints over paint. A corporate official in Florida for the national chain of Earl Shives paint shops okayed the job, but only after I told him Action 16 planned to broadcast a story about Tony McHugh's paint problem. Tony McHugh has come a long way toward getting satisfaction from the people here at Earl Shives. A long way since that day back in June when he showed me his peeling paint and asked me for help.
The paint's all falling off day by day.
That was a little more than a week after Tony McHugh had been through a second Earl Shives paint job. This is the free makeover on the original $289 job. Take a look at what this viewer got for his money.
And they told me to have a nice shine to it, and it just all in all looked like a new paint job, like a new car, and it's far from it. Yeah.
An Earl Shives official told me some of the company's work on Tony McHugh's car had not been done up to par, so the company would again paint over the peeling paint at no charge. But Tony McHugh feared he'd still be stuck with the same paint problem. I wanted to talk with company officials about proper car painting procedures, but they turned me down. So I turned to some area car painters.
No matter how much paint you put on this car now, it's still going to peel from underneath. So the guy's job on top is going to peel off.
So basically, to do it right,
Take the paint off it. And then drift the car and start from scratch.
Actually, the only way you could cure the problem right now is to remove the finish that's been put on and start from the beginning and sand it properly and then refinish again.
how could this have happened?
It's due to lack of preparation. The car wasn't sanded properly.
What are your hopes and expectations now going into this for the third time?
Well, I hope they'll do it right, because if they don't, they're going to have a lot of people that know about it.
Now, Earl Shives officials will not talk with me on camera, but they have assured me the paint job on Tony McHugh's car will be done right. That's what he's been after all along. Now, I'm told the car will be painted sometime next week, and we'll let you know what happens. Nolan?
Thank you, Jerry.
Next, meteorologist Tom Clark with the latest on those thunderstorms.
Yeah, any more of those warnings, Tom, coming our way?
No more warnings, just the one for Bradford County, which will expire in just a couple of minutes. There is a watch out for a good portion of the area, and we'll cover that and talk about the weekend when we come back. You're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP TV, and we're proud to serve Pittston Township, the site of the Little League State Championships.
Taste the Orient at McDonald's starting this Friday. It's Chicken McNuggets Shanghai, and it's going to ring your gong.
You always hurt the one you love. People have a love-hate relationship with their cars. They love them, but they don't always treat them right. Yet amazingly, over 90% of all Subarus registered since 1974 are still on the road. Now imagine how much longer they would last if people didn't love them so much.
Ask about Subaru RPM leasing, all the advantages of ownership with the flexibility of leasing.
Well, a full afternoon of thunderstorm watches and now a warning. I think it's a good time to explain the difference, Tom.
You're right, Nolan. A severe thunderstorm watch means that severe weather is possible. But a warning means that severe weather is being spotted on radar. And so when a warning is issued, you should take shelter immediately because it is happening then and there when the warning is in effect. There was a warning in effect for Bradford County that has expired, but a watch remains in effect for a large portion of north central Pennsylvania. On the graphic we have the counties of Bradford, Sullivan, Lycoming, Clinton, and Tioga in that watch area, and that is in effect until 10 p.m. tonight for the possibility of damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour and some large 3/4-inch hail. So people living in those counties should be aware of changing sky conditions over the next few hours. If you see a severe thunderstorm approaching, get inside. In the backyard of Bill Ralph up there in Orwell, a very dark, threatening sky in the past hour, 75 degrees, 1/10 of an inch of rain so far today. Joe Cavalieri in Renovo, Clinton County, again a very dark, threatening sky now. He says it's 80 degrees, 3/10 of an inch of rain since midnight. In the sun, Lisa Yorko has 90 on her thermometer in Harding. In our backyard now, it's kind of breezy. Oh, there's some blue patches overhead. 78 degrees now. The humidity is up kind of high, 66%. The wind south of 12, the barometer at 29.9 and falling. Had a range in temp of 82 and 65 today. 102, the highest temperature on record for the month of August, set way back in 1918. A year ago, some heavy thunderstorms were also in the area. And that truckload of dry hay in Schuylkill County today is a donation from some local farmers to the farmers down south. Nice gesture. Live sky-worn radar. Okay, what we have in the center is just some echoes coming off the mountaintops in and around the radar site. No severe storms in the immediate area. I don't see any echoes up towards Bradford County, so that severe thunderstorm has dissipated. But take a look down here, about 60 miles away, southwest of Pottsville, north of Harrisburg. Some very heavy thunderstorms down this way. They are moving up towards Berks County, Lehigh County, so you folks living down there, you could also see a severe thunderstorm over the next couple of hours because since we're picking up one at that distance, it means it's rather tall and quite strong. So let's go to the satellite view and I can show you what's going on there. Thunderstorms scattered throughout the area. A very unstable, juicy atmosphere, always capable of producing some strong thunderstorms, and we had some heating from the sun today, and so they've been boiling up for the past couple of hours. The fronts shape up like so. This line here kind of stationary. This line out to the west will probably clear the area by midday Saturday, and so the weekend is shaping up to be, well, not too bad for a change. A cloudburst of rain is possible overnight tonight just about anywhere, and 64 in Wyalusing, about the mid-60s tonight in most places, a southwest wind. Here's the sunrise time for tomorrow morning, and 6:05 for that. 8:12 is the sunset tomorrow. Scattered thunderstorms tonight, some heavy, so be aware of the sky over the next few hours. Some dense fog in some places. Partly sunny tomorrow, 83 for the high. Next chance of rain after tonight, tomorrow night, and then partly sunny. Should be a dry afternoon on Saturday, and Sunday looks delightful at this point.
All right. Thanks,
Okay.
Tom. Coming up, a surprise visit from an old friend.
Plus, the exodus of USFL players to the NFL is beginning. A big-name player went over today. Tim Carlson on the Sports Watch next.
Lilt makes curls so easy. Lilt makes body so easy. Lilt makes the difference so easy. Beautiful hair is easy with Lilt's perming foam because you see where it's going. For easy care hair. Lilt makes the difference so easy.
What makes Diet Slice taste so good? lemon lime, and mandarin orange.
There was a special guest at the weekly farmers market today on the square in Wilkes-Barre. The Philly Fanatic was there to entertain youngsters, and that's for Children's Day at the market today. And it was obvious that the adult crowd enjoyed the Philadelphia Philly green mascot just as much as the kids did. That was on the square today in Wilkes-Barre.
Baseball season, but football news.
Absolutely, and big football news today, Karen. It didn't take long for one of the USFL's big-name players to defect to the NFL. New Jersey General running back Herschel Walker says he's moving to the NFL just 3 days after USFL owners suspended the 1986 season.
I got to do what's best for me, and I think what's best for me is I'm 24. I'm not old and I'm not still young, but I've worked out very hard to get ready for this season here, and to sit out another season will be tough, but I think I could do it, but I wouldn't like to do that.
No reaction yet on Walker's announcement from Cowboys GM Tex Schramm, except to say he'll talk with his agent soon. Dallas drafted Walker in the 5th round of the 1985 college player draft, the first year he was eligible since Herschel left college early. The 1982 college football Heisman Trophy winner from the University of Georgia was an instant success in the USFL, rushing for a league-high 1,812 yards and scoring 17 TDs in the league's first year in '83. Last year, Walker set an all-time single-season pro football rushing record with 2,411 yards. He also scored a USFL record 21 TDs in '85. Herschel is the all-time leading USFL rusher with 5,062 yards. He's the all-time USFL leader in yards per carry average with 4.86. He also holds the lead mark for scoring with 54 touchdowns. One more thing, his 88-yard TD run last season is also the longest in league history. Generals owner Donald Trump gave Walker and teammates Doug Flutie and Jim Kelly permission yesterday to cut loose from the USFL team if they could work out an NFL deal. So far, Herschel looks like the first to pull off a deal. And how about it, Cowboy fans? Herschel Walker and Tony Dorsett in the same backfield, not too tough to take. The Mets finishing up things in Chicago this afternoon. They completed that suspended game from yesterday and then played the scheduled contest. In the finish of the suspended game, it's Howard Johnson with a solo homer here in the 8th inning, his 8th of the year, and the final on that was 7-6 Mets. Let's go to the scoreboard and check it out in the National League. Mets over the Cubs 7-6. In the regular game, the Mets won at 12-3. The Phillies lost to St. Louis again 6-5. In the American League, Cleveland, Detroit, no score in the second. Well, I think it's about time to stop some incredible rumors from continuing. Those rumors concern former Channel 16 sports director Joe Zone. No matter where folks from Channel 16 go, they hear rumors to the effect that Joe Zone is dead or has cancer. Well, Joe was in town yesterday, and I had a chance to speak with him on the Newswatch 16 set. You'll be able to see for yourself that Joe is still with us. Well, we've heard a lot of rumors around that Joe Zone is dead and he's very sick. Joe, you're not dead, are you?
If I am, I hope I look this good when I really am, to tell you the truth. I was sick, as everybody knows. I missed about 3 months of work, but I'm back. I'm healthy. I'm working again. And anybody who reports that I'm dead may have making that comment after a sportscast they had seen in New York. But other than that, I had a sick pancreas. Was infected. They operated on it. They took all the infection out. And according to the doctor, the chances are real good that I'll have absolutely no repercussions from this down the road. And that's what I'm looking for.
And the only thing is a loss of weight, and you're going to gain some of that back now,
I lost
right?
a little weight, 20 pounds. I gained most of that back now that I can eat well again. Those delis in New York are real good for you.
You bet.
But, the good thing was I spent a month up in Syracuse with my folks and all that, and I recovered up there. But I've heard this stuff. My wife hears it on the street, and it's kind of odd, how those things get started. But I feel real good, and I don't expect to be out of it for a while yet, anyway.
Well, it's nice to see you around, and good luck in New York. Come back and see us again.
I will do that.
And stay healthy,
I know
sir.
You guys are doing good. I'm looking forward to the new Super 16, which I guess will be coming out pretty soon.
Very shortly, as a matter of fact. See you.
Okay, bud.
Nice to see Joe's on
Yeah,
feeling
great to
so
see you.
well. See you later.
Okay. And thank you, Tim. We will be right back.
Dateline Stoker Stove. Burns 4 days. Heat all your domestic hot water. Never shake a grate, no dust. Never have a chimney fire, no creosote. Cannot overheat. Totally automatic. Big and ugly? It doesn't have to be. See a Stoker stove burning today.
The Alaska Stoker stove is available at these fine area dealers.
I'm Elliot Katuna. It's back to school savings time at the Gene King. Stop in at Eddie Jean King store now and save big on Levi's jeans. Student and husky size cords, $15.88. Boys size 8 to 14, $13.88. Junior and Missy straight leg denims only $20. Men's basic and button front straight leg pre-wash $22. And straight leg cords only $16.88.
Jean King's got it all for less.
Finally, tonight, we're going to take you up, and away.
With some kids who have spent part of their summer vacation reading. Several hundred children from Lackawanna County were treated to a party today at the courthouse in Scranton. The kids all took part in the Lackawanna County Library System's summer reading program. For reading at least 10 books each, the young readers earned the right to send a balloon into the skies. The 7 libraries in Lackawanna County have taken part in this program for 3 years now. The balloon launch was a sight to see, but some balloons apparently did not want to travel too far.
Getting in the way, those trees, I'm telling you. For the team, thanks for being with us.
Enjoy your evening.